friends, art heads. We're out to do a little visual culture field work tonight, and we're down on West 20th Street. We're gonna run in here. Jack Shainman. Okay, I like to see that. Flash photography encouraged. Got a show by Hank Willis Thomas titled "What We Ask Is Simple." What you see here is what you do here. What you hear here, when you leave here, let it stay here. There is no here. Well, we come through and take a preliminary stroll through the exhibition. I guess I need to pick up the glasses with the lights on. If that reveals some kind of secret messages. Oh, I get it. Kind of like holograms, maybe, although I'm going to have to apologize, people. It's going to be tough to capture the full effects on video. That's nice. You got it's a reflection. Okay, well, this gentleman just gave me a set of the glasses and gave me the instructions. Okay, I might try to sneak home with these. Let's try them on. I don't know, I don't think they're working. I still look ugly. This is titled "What You See Here, blah, 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 blah." 2018, silvered on glass. So this is basically a text, a poetry text on a mirror. Okay, well, now I get it. So, the way this reflects is that the light from the glasses gets you to see the image, and if you don't have the lights turned on, the image fades away. This is titled "Freedom Now." Screen print on reflective vinyl, mounted on dual board. Okay. This is concentric circle square target, 2018, silvering on glass. Okay. And of course, you can't look at a target like this without thinking of Jasper Johns. And although in this context, I guess it has a little different social meaning. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we we get kind of a hidden images in there. They're kind of popping out. So that gives you a sense of how the image changes with the light. This is titled Attica, White Stripes, 2018, silk screen on reflective vinyl mounted on dye bond. And I just noticed that these white stripes are kind of squibs of paint, so and also here he's got painterly additions. So Hank likes to mush around in the paint a little bit. Okay, this is the idea in my mind with one big tragedy. Unfortunately, the glasses I got are kind of smudgy. I'm having a hard time reading the gallery guide listings. This looks like the suffragettes, maybe? So we're talking 1918, something like that. This piece is titled Wounded Knee, 2018. This is a major piece. This is titled Pledge, 2018. This is 77 1/4 by 96. And I would assume that these are probably well, maybe not. I was thinking they would look like they could be kids in a Japanese internment camp. Maybe not. Well, we looked at this before. The reflected Ben-Day dots. I think this is Elizabeth Spencer, 96 by 48. So I guess the theme of the show is some of the political conflicts and people's actions, reactions, protests. He's enjoying it. Gosh, I think I've seen stuff around this neighborhood. I think this might be Wall Street somewhere. Okay, this piece is titled All Deliberate Speed, 2018 silk screen on reflective vinyl, 72 by 96. Let's see if we can catch this. If I take the light off there, you can still kind of see the way that the American flag is silhouetted. So somehow with his process, technique here, he's able to screen parts of this so they are not visible when they're not lit properly. Strangely, there's also a kind of color sense in here that seems to be some, I don't know, maybe it's cool shades of gray versus dark shades of gray. Well, I think I first bumped into Hank Willis's work at a Greater New York show. Gosh, I don't know, maybe 6 or 10 years ago, something like that. And as I remembered, he had a piece that was dealing with record albums, and a lot of them were for blaxploitation movies. And I have since bumped into his work here and there. I think I saw a piece at the Armory show a couple of years ago that he had taken, I think it was NFL jerseys, and had cut them out and sewed them together in the form of a Stuart Davis painting. So that caught my eye. Well, I'm just looking at some of these and thinking from a historical perspective that a lot of this makes me think of, at least this suite makes me think of Rauschenberg. And I guess it's not totally coincidental that this is done with silkscreen. Funny, I'm looking at this cop with this tie, and when I go back, it kind of looks like there's a silhouette of George Washington's face there. And again, we've got the one section that.
Do you really want to take a picture?
No, I'm doing video.
Oh, otherwise, turn your flash on.
Yeah. Thanks. So we've got this area in here that is, I would guess that is just regular black ink silk screen on the surface, and then the other part is the reflective vinyl, and there is some squibs, some funk in the ink. Well, I'm going to skip over the titles on some of these. But I was going to say, I was looking at some of them without the special light glasses, and I was thinking what they would look like if you had these hanging in your living room in regular daylight. This is titled The March. Black becomes white, white becomes black, 2017. Well, although Hank is stacked up his references to the history of resistance and protest, I would say that especially with this piece, there's still a kind of a graphic formalism. You know, almost a constructivist approach. Okay, now we've got the, what this is, the National Socialist German Workers' Party. Kind of looks like it. Oh, and then we got got one guy that's not doing the salute. I'll read a little bit from the press release. The mirrors, reflective and sculptural works on view in this exhibition are largely inspired by artists such as Andy Warhol, Robert Rauschenberg, and Michelangelo Pistoletto. Social activist photographers like James Spider Martin, Charles Moore, and Dorothea Lang, and the courageous human rights work of Gloria Richardson, Elizabeth Eckford, and Rauschenberg's simultaneous fascinations with the hand of the artist and the retention of mass-produced imagery. Thomas, who trained as a photographer, has always focused on framing and context. Much of his work demands the viewers to shift their position or use a tool to see it in its entirety. A reminder of the multiple ways of looking at a given moment or subject. His silver-glassed mirrors create both a moment of reflection and an opportunity for the viewers to become part of the historic moment. I'm going to step into the last gallery here. Oh, geez, finally something that I can see without the glasses. It's titled Strike. Stainless steel with mirror finish. Well, I was commenting that I've been seeing a lot of shiny art lately, and that this kind of high-polished reflective surfaces is one of the tropes that is very popular these days, and I guess you could blame this all on Brancusi. Kalm reporting on Hank Willis Thomas. What we ask is simple. Here at the Jack Shainman Gallery on West 21st Street, you can leave your thoughts, criticisms, critiques, ideas, suggestions below. Please subscribe and like this and share it. But what you do have to do with me, folks, is say, I pledge allegiance to thank Kate. Thank you. Whoa, wonderful. Thanks, Underground Horns.